Hey, welcome back or welcome here if you are new to my channel. We're getting closer and closer to Christmas, and I personally feel like Christmas is a very, very stressful time of the year. So I thought the closer we're getting to Christmas, the slower and more relaxing we will try to be together, okay? So in this video, I thought we're gonna do a really, really relaxing and nostalgic opening of an old World of Warcraft Vanilla base game CD box for the game. Maybe you might see or recognize that I've been starting to get my nails done once again, and I feel very awkward tapping now because I don't know how loud it will be. It has a completely different sound to natural nails. Here you can see the lovely, lovely box of the Vanilla base game. This is not one of the first editions. I have a couple of older, but they are completely broken, and this was the nicest one I have in my collection. I actually stole this from my brother since I don't have my own original boxes left. Here in the front cover we can see a night owl female and a male dwarf, probably a hunter with a big, big gun. And we have the really nice, this touch embossed edges. So most of the cover is a 3D texture. A world awaits. Descend into the world of Warcraft and join thousands of mighty heroes in an online world of myth, magic, and limitless adventure. Jagged snowy peaks, mountain fortresses, harsh winding canyons, zeppelins flying over smoldering battlefields, epic sieges, an infinity of experience await. So what are you waiting for? I think these old game casings are very, very nostalgic, and I found them to be really, really relaxing. So we're gonna enjoy this relaxing unboxing of this nostalgic item together. So please, you sit back and relax. Thank you. As you might see, I tried to decorate our home a little bit for Christmas. I have put up the Christmas tree and some nice candles all over the place. And for this year I got this absolutely fantastic smaller tablecloth. I think it has this vintage Swedish look to it. We have a word in Sweden that is called gammaldags, which is a word for old-fashioned. And I love traditional Swedish prints. We have gingerbreads, a lot of branches, and some Christmas ornaments, and it looks very cozy and old-timey. So I hope you have some Christmas spirits to share with me if you celebrate Christmas, that is. Here we can see World of Warcraft 12 plus. There's the icon that it's a DVD-ROM. That is completely not gone nowadays. And the Blizzard Entertainment logo. This box is so incredible nostalgic for me. Even though I've had and have a rather large collection of World of Warcraft items, these first ones are the ones that are making my heart beat a bit. This is so nostalgic for me, and it brings such a simple feeling of joy and happiness. I almost can't describe it. And these were so cool back in the day that you can open up. Enter the World of Warcraft. We can see the dark portal. Just how easy is it to begin your epic quest online? 1. Create. Create your own unique hero from the one of 8 player races and 9 different player classes. Then customize your character with hundreds of different hair, skin and outfitting combinations. 2. Connect. Enter the world with one-click access from Blizzard's dedicated World of Warcraft game network. 3. Engage. Whether you're a novice or a veteran, a world of bold adventure and mighty deeds awaits. Even if you only have a few minutes to play, Blizzard's superior quest system ensures an adventure is always waiting. Here we see a dwarf warrior battling a Jedi. The game's user interface is so intuitive that you may never need to read a manual. And then you open the other side. Shredders epitomize the lethal power of goblin ingenuity. Choose your allegiance, then wage relentless assaults with your allies in arms. Dragon raids require strength, skill and a hero's courage. We have a lot of really nostalgic pictures. We have some more information on the backside. Embark on epic quest. Unravel the continuing story of Warcraft as you engage in hundreds of custom quests, with more being added all the time. Face the mighty dragon of Blackrock Spire, cleanse the undead from the looming Sigurds of Strathdom, and much, much more. Form powerful alliances. Play solo or enlist fellow heroes to join forces with you as you negotiate in the vast battle-scarred landscape of a world at war. Engage a never-changing world. Blizzard's dedicated live team creates a constant stream of new adventures to undertake, lands to explore, and monsters to vanquish. The epic quest never ends. Indulge in seamless beauty. Explore expansive environments that are in a world legendary. The World of Warcraft graphics engine renders the game universe seamlessly, so you spend your time adventuring, not waiting. actual game casing, PC Mac DVD-ROM. And I remember this. Free 10-day guest pass. Invite a friend to quest with you. See box insert for details. I remember when I was a child and started playing. The only time I had to play was on other friends' account, because my family could not afford me having my own account. Not on the live servers, only on private servers. So I would play on these guest passes you could get, and trial periods. First in the box we have these two old guest pass keys. These trials are probably already used, so don't worry. But the artwork is so nice. I wonder how many of these old packages are just filled up on landfills now. You can also see that this is a newer version of the game box, or at least maybe from 2006 to 2008. The one back from 2004 had, was it 4 or 5 CDs that you had to plop in and switch out to install. It was a way bigger process than what it is at this point. I actually saw someone, was it on Etsy, that used these old CDs to make like coasters for your game setup. And I thought that was pretty nice. So the older one I have, that is, the paper box is totally ripped apart from my brother. I think that one has the 4 or 5 different CDs, but it's used to beat up the show. Then we have the old, very well loved game manual for the Vanilla base game. It's been read through quite a lot. We can see the orc and the Tauren on the cover. We have some contents: installation, creating an account, getting started, creating your characters, advanced user interface, your character, races, talent, skills, the world, adventuring, PvP, community, and appendices. I really miss this. System requirements. You had to have Windows 2000 or Windows XP. The good old days. Creating an account. I wish I could just turn back time. Getting started, creating your character. Choose your race. Your first choice when making a character is your race. The 8 races in World of Warcraft are divided into 2 factions, the Horde and the Alliance. At one time in Azeroth past, the Horde was a force of evil, and the Alliance was a bastion of good. However, in today's war-torn Azeroth, such black and white distinctions are gone. Both factions are simply fighting to preserve their way of life in the wake of the chaos of war. Understanding the interface tells about the action bar, interface panel, latency bar, backslots, backpack, and the different interface icons. I miss this old time so much. I'm getting nostalgia goosebumps. Moving in the world, interacting with NPCs, accomplishing your first quests. Imagine how thick this little booklet is, just for understanding the basics of the game. If you need money, I remember as a new player not having enough gold to buy spells and needing to farm up mobs just to acquire my spells. It was such a good time. Ghost and corpse retrieval, how to come back to life if your character dies. Advanced user interface, just look at this artwork of a naga. This game really means a lot to me. Understanding your target, the chat lock, how to use the chat buttons, the action bar. Just imagine getting the game as a child and reading through all of this, but not being so good at English. I want to find some more nice artwork. If there are, here we have a kobold, you know a day candle. Some more artwork. The kobolds. Trivial monsters. You're able to tell which monsters are trivial because their level will appear grey in their target portrait. You do not gain experience for killing monsters that are so far below your level that they pose you no challenge. Here we have the raptors. This is such nostalgic feeling. Look here. A lot of these artworks in the game manuals never even made it to the art books. As you might know, I've done an art book, walkthrough ASMR style with the first of the Vanilla Collector's Editions art book. And I've not seen this artwork in that one before. So here are some artwork of the undead, the skeletons. Here is about the inventory. As you adventure throughout the world, you find treasures and items. All this loot gets put in your inventory or bag slots. In the lower right portion of your screen is your backpack, which you start with, and 4 empty slots to the left. These empty slots can accommodate a bag each. Bags come in different varieties and can be found by a variety of means. You can buy them from vendors or players, get them as loot or rewards, or make them yourself with tailoring. I love this one. This is showing how tall the races are in game. So the shortest are the gnomes, then comes the dwarves, humans, undeads, orcs, taurens, night elves and trolls. So the trolls are the tallest, even taller than the taurens, that are huge. So here is the alliance and the horde. We have dwarves, gnomes, human and night elf. And the horde has orc, tauren, troll and undead. The different classes: warrior, mage, priest, rogue, druid, paladin, shaman, hunter, warlock, and warrior were somewhere right. Picture of a bear. Gathering trade skills. The different professions: herbalism, mining, skinning. Look, a null. And here's some more about the professions: alchemy, blacksmithing, engineering, leatherworking, tailoring, enchanting. And the secondary skills: first aid, fishing and cooking. I really miss first aid. I noticed that I really enjoy it now when I've been playing a lot of hardcore classic. I'm gonna try to play some more Season of Discovery, but I've been so tired now around Christmas. The world. Economy, merchants, buying and selling, player economy, trade channel. I wonder if there's something about the auction house. Yeah, it is. Another way to buy and sell items is through auctioneers at the auction houses. There are 3 auction houses in the world: the Horde auction house in Ogrimmar, an Alliance auction house in Ironforge, and a neutral auction house in the Goblin City of Gadgetstan. Really miss this part of the neutral factions. How to get quests. Imagine how it would be first time as a player having to read through this manual used to know the basics of the game, or just reading up or going in blind. Here's about the community chatting. Trade window and friends. It is just so much. Friends and guilds. Postal service with the 1 hour delay. Look, this is so nice. A map of northern Kalimdor and southern Kalimdor. Teldersil, Moonglade, Winterspring, Darkshore, Mount Hyjal. And this was not even in the game as a zone. Fellwood, Ashenvale, Ashara, Duradar, Stone Talon Mountains, Tesselas, Mulgore, the Barrens. And in southern Kalimdor we have Ferolas, Das Wall Marsh, Thousand Needles, Ungor Crater, Tanaris, and Silithas. And near the different parts, they did not just call the Eastern Kingdoms, but Lordaeron and Casmodan. So we have Quel'Thalas, that was still not in the game. So nice. Plaguelands, Tirisfal Glades, Western Plaguelands, and Eastern Plaguelands, Hinterlands, Elderak Mountains, Silver Pine, Hillspread Foothills, Gilneas, and this was seen first in Cataclysm. Kultiras, we have not got Suldar, right? Crestfall. Tulbarad came in Cataclysm, in Kultiras in Battle for Azeroth. Wetlands, the Islands, Lochmodan, Dunmorrow. There is Casmodan with the wetlands. lowest part of Eastern Kingdoms. Stormwind, Elwyn Forest, Redridge Mountains, Swamp of Sorrows, Deadwind Pass, Duskwood, Westfall, Stranglethorn Vale, and Blasted Land. Here's a Nork. Races and conflicts, humans. Here we can see a smaller map of Stormwind, with the Cathedral Square, the park, Mage Quarter, Trade District, Old Town, Dwarven District, the Deep Run Tram, and Stormwind Keep. The noble humans of Stormwind are a proud, tenacious race. They bravely fought the Orcish horde for generations as the patrons of the Grand Alliance. The city of Stormwind stands as the last bastion of human power in Azeroth. Rebuilt after the Second War, Stormwind is a marvel of a human design and engineering. Some notable humans: King Anduin Rhyn, Archbishop Benedictus, and Jaina Proudmoore. The dwarves. The stoic dwarves of Ironforge spent countless of generations mining treasures from the deep within the earth. Secure in their impregnable stronghold of Ironforge Mountains, the dwarves rarely ventured beyond the wintry peaks of Dunmoreau. And a little bit about Ironforge. Many dwarven strongholds fell during the Second War, but the mighty city of Ironforge, nested in the wintry peaks of Dunmoreau, was never breached by the invading horde. So here is the Ironforge city. The Great Ford, Mystic Ward, Forlorn Cavern, Library, Deep Run Tram, Tinkertown, Military Ward. Some notable dwarves: King Magni Bronzebeard, Bran Bronzebeard, and High Explorer Megalas. Gnomes. The eccentric, often brilliant gnomes are held as one of the most peculiar races in the world. With their obsession for developing racial new technologies and constructing marvels of mind-bending engineering, it's a wonder that any gnomes have survived to profilate. And they don't have a home city. So notable gnomes: High Tinker Mechatork, Mechanir Thermoplug, and the Night Elves. For 10,000 years, the immortal Night Elves cultivated a druidic society within the shadowed recess of Ashenvale Forest. Then the catastrophic invasion of the Burning Legion shattered the tranquility of the ancient civilization. Led by the Archdruid Malfurion Stormage and the priestess Tyrande Whisperwind, the mighty Night Elves rose to challenge the demonic onslaught. So here we have Darnassus, Lake District, Cenarion Enclave, the Temple of Gardens, Craftsman's Terrace, Warrior's Terrace, Tradesman's Terrace, Main Gate District. Darnassus City. High atop the boats of the enormous tree Treldrassil is the wondrous city of Darnassus, the new refuge of the reclusive Night Elves. Notable Night Elves: Tyrande Whisperwind, Malfurion Stormage, and Fandral Staghelm. And this amazing artwork. Then we have the Horde with the orcs. Long ago, the noble orcish race was corrupted by the Burning Legion and transformed into the merciless, destructive Horde. Lured to the world of Azeroth, the orcs were forced to make war upon the human kingdoms of Stormwind and Lordaeron. Orgrimmar. Named in honor of the legendary Orgrim Doomhammer, Orgrimmar was founded as the capital city of the orcs' new homeland, built within a huge winding canyon in the harsh lands of Durotar. Talon Gate, Valley of Spirits, Valley of Wisdom, Cleft of Shadows, Valley of Strength, the Drag, Valley of Honor. Notable orcs: we have Thrall, Nazgrel, Drekthar, Tauren. For the countless generations, the bestial Tauren roamed the plains of the Barrens, hunted the mighty Kodos, and sought the wisdom of their eternal goddess, the Earth Mother. Shattered across the land, the wandering tribes were united only by a common hatred for their sworn enemy, the Moradun Centaur. Thunderbluff. The city of Thunderbluff lies atop a series of mesas that overlook the verdant grasslands of Mulgore. Once a nomadic people, the Tauren recently established the city as a center for trade caravans, traveling artisans, and inventors of every kind. And we have Thunderbluff, a little map, Spirit Rise, Elder Rise, and Hunter's Rise. Notable Taurens: Karn, Bloodwolf, Magatha, Grim Totem, and Hamul, Rune Totem. The Trolls. The vicious trolls that populate the numerous jungle isles of the South Seas are renowned for their cruelty and dark mysticism. Barbarous and superstitious, they carry a seething hatred for all other races. At the height of the Grubashi Empire, the jungle trolls ruled over the lands from Stranglethorn Vale in Azeroth to the Echo Isles of Kalimdor. And notable trolls: Vol'jin and Master Gaedrin. And the undead Forsaken, the last race of the Horde. Bound to the iron will of the tyrant Lich King, the vast undead armies of the Scourge seek to eradicate all life on Azeroth. Led by the Banshee Sylvanas Windrunner, one group of undead broke away from the Scourge and freed themselves of the Lich King's domination. All these renegades called themselves the Forsaken. Undercity. Far beneath the ruined capital city of Lordaeron, the royal crypts have been turned into a bastion of evil and undeath. Arthas originally intended the Undercity to be the Scourge seat of power, but the budding city was abandoned, and he was recalled to aid the Lich King in the distant Northrend. In Northa's absence, the Dark Lady Sylvanas Windrunner led the rebel Forsakens to the Undercity and claimed it for her own. And there is the Undercity: Royal Quarter, Rogues Quarter, Trade Quarter, Magic Quarter, and War Quarter. Notable Forsakens: Sylvanas Windrunner, Verithramas, Master Apothecary Faranel. And Glossary: some common terms in the game. Acronyms: identifying a GM. Game masters can be identified in-game by the GM tag that accompanies their player name. I miss seeing game masters in-game. Just look at this amazing artwork, even though it's black and white. And here are the credits to the creators, and even a section to make notes. But that was it for this video of the game box. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon closer to Christmas. I'm gonna try to not stress so much and relax and make some more vlogish content of what I'm up to. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, and I will see you in my